सम्मर्षिणः शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः.
Dearest Swami, our humble pranams at the divine lotus feet. We are so fortunate to get this opportunity to celebrate the auspicious occasion of Buddha Poornima in your divine presence with the Buddhist countries of Zone 4 and Zone 5, namely Brunei, Indonesia, Singapore, Malaysia, Thailand, Myanmar, Vietnam, Nepal, Bhutan, Japan, Korea, and Sri Lanka.
We humbly present these offerings to our beloved Swami for blessings. The theme of this celebration is metta. Metta is the state of mind. It is characterized by a selfless and benevolent wish to promote welfare, peace, and happiness to the whole world in a compassionate and a skillful way. Its end result is to see beauty and love in everything, everywhere, at all times, and under all circumstances.
Professor Sunanda Degambuda, Chairman of Sri Satya Sai Council of Sri Lanka, has written the book, The Wonderful Journey of Human Consciousness.
Brother Narottam Upadhyaya, Deputy Central Coordinator of Region 4.3 from Nepal, has brought the translated volumes of Satyam Shivam Sundaram in Nepalese. Dearest Swami, we earnestly seek your blessings for the release of these books.
Dr. Ravindran, Chairman of Zone 4 countries, will now introduce our guest speakers.
I offer my most humble and loving pranams at the lotus feet of our beloved Bhagwan, Sri Satya Sai Baba. Baba, honored guests, respected elders, brothers and sisters, Om Sri Sai Ram. On behalf of all brothers and sisters of countries in Asia-Pacific region who have come to the divine presence of our Lord Sai, I offer our heartfelt and grateful prostrations to our loving Bhagwan for permitting us to celebrate this auspicious occasion of Buddha Poornima in Bhagwan divine presence. Vaishika, Buddha Poornima, the thrice blessed day in the Buddhist calendar, depicting the birth, the enlightenment, and the parinirvana of Lord Buddha, is rendered 1,000,000 times blessed when the celebrations take place in the presence of the Kali Yuga avatar, Sri Satya Sai Baba. We, the devotees from all over the world, are immensely grateful to Swami on this auspicious occasion. Dear brothers and sisters, while I perform my pleasant duty of welcoming Swami and each one of you to this special occasion, I would welcome you to the great experience of understanding better the teachings of Lord Buddha as expounded by Lord Sai himself. My present task today is to introduce two speakers to you today who will speak on Lord Buddha and his teachings. The theme for this year's Buddha Poornima is loving kindness called Metta. The first speaker is from Thailand, who is none other than Dr. Atong Jumsai from Thailand. He is well known to all of you. Let me inform you that he is a scientist par excellence, an educator par excellence in the Satya Sai field of education. He's the director of the Sri Satya Sai School of Thailand and also director of the water education in cooperation with the UN Habitat. The second speaker is another great devotee of Bhagwan. He's a well-known businessman from Indonesia, and his name is Mr. Sudamek. He's the CEO of the Tudong Group. He started a family business and is today become the largest food companies in Indonesia called the Garuda Food Group. He has received recognitions and awards from the Indonesian government for his entrepreneurship. He is the chairman of the Indonesian Budayana Council, a religious association that unifies all the Indonesian Buddhist devotees from the three main sects, namely Mahayana, Theravada, and Tantrayana. Sudame was greatly involved in education activities also. He has established 2 schools where the motto is character building, creativity, and education excellence. Bhagawan, we are immensely grateful to Bhagawan for showering your immense grace and love on all of us. And we as your devotees have no words to express our gratitude. On behalf of all assembled here, may we request Bhagawan to bless us on this special occasion of Buddha Poornima and also bless the program prepared for the occasion. Jai Sai Ram and humble pranams at thy lotus feet, Bhagawan.
Buddhang saranang gacchami, Dhammang saranang gacchami, Sanghang saranang gacchami. Most loving pranams at the divine lotus feet of Bhagavan Baba. Venerable sirs, dear brothers and sisters and students, it is metta or loving kindness of Bhagavan to allow me to speak in his presence on this most auspicious day of Buddha Poornima. Buddhists all over the world are celebrating today the birth, the enlightenment, and nirvana of the Lord Buddha. So I pray to Bhagavan to bless everyone gathered here so all would have a happy Buddha Poornima. May the whole world be filled with peace. Swami has told us the meaning of man, M-A-N. M stands for Maya, illusion. You know, Buddha was born in the world of Maya. He was treated as a prince. He was not allowed to see any suffering. He was not allowed to see any illnesses or old age or death. So he was really brought up in the illusion, in the Maya world. And the second letter, A, stands for Atma. Well, Swami taught us M-A-N because this is the steps towards the final goal. The N stands for nirvana, the final escape from Maya. So the Lord Buddha, at the age of 40, he overcame Maya. He got rid of all the Maya and he became enlightened, fully realized Buddha, the all-knowing one. Now, the Lord Buddha could have merged with into nirvana and but he chose not to do that. Out of loving kindness, out of metta, the supreme compassion, he stayed in the world and not merged into nirvana so that he could teach all of us the way out of suffering, the way out of Maya. So he taught Dharma to the whole world. Human beings are born in this world of Maya. As a result, we have forgotten our true self. But now all of us have to make our own journey towards the supreme peace, the supreme truth. So what is this supreme truth? Truth is something that does not change with time. If it is true today, then it must be true tomorrow. Thus, the day after tomorrow must also be true, and so on, ad infinitum. So, today is also the tomorrow of yesterday. So, yesterday, that truth must remain the same. It cannot change. And then we must go back to the past, and we find that truth is always the same, unchanging. But everything around us has a beginning and an end. The Lord Buddha taught that nothing is permanent. So even our universe, scientists tells us that it started some 14 billion years ago, and now there are black holes everywhere, which is pulling stars and other matters into itself. And one day, the whole of the universe will collapse and disappear. So nothing that we can see around us is the truth. So, what was there before the universe came into being? And what will be there after the universe has disappeared? Well, the answer is very clear. God. God is there before the creation, and after the creation has ended, God is there. In Buddhism, we call this state nirvana, because nirvana has neither birth nor death. There's no change in nirvana.